Hi everyone. Today we are going to learn about De Morgan's law. So what is De Morgan's law? What is De Morgan's law? Let's see. So De Morgan's law, also known as De Morgan's theorem. This is a fundamental principle in Boolean algebra that describes the relationship between negation, conjunctions, and disjunctions operation. This theorem was formulated by a British mathematician who named Augustus theorem. Okay, this is Augustus De Morgan's. So De Morgan's law also consists of two laws: De Morgan's first law and De Morgan's second law. So for the logical operator, the negation was represented as these two symbols, but normally we use this symbol to represent the negation. And then conjunctions represent as this. So disjunctions we represent as a symbol V. So De Morgan's first law. De Morgan's first law states that the negations of a disjunctions of two or more proposition is equivalent to the conjunctions and of their negation. Okay, so this is De Morgan's first law. So let's draw a truth table to show this is true. So let's say A, B. So this is true, 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 false, false, true, and false, false. So A or B will be true, true, we get true, true, false, we get true, because this is a disjunction. So false, true, we also get true, false, false, we get false. We negate this A or B. We negate A or B, we will get true, we get false, 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 and false we get true. Okay, then we continue. Let's see. Not A. What will not A be? Okay, not A will be false, false, true, true. And not B will become false, true, false, true. So what will not A and not B? Okay, not A and not B will be, so we need to see false and false, we got false, false and true, also false, because this is a conjunction. True and false, false, true and true, true. So we'll see these are same. So these are equivalent. So this is the De Morgan first law. So this means that the negations of the statement A or B is the same as saying not A and not B. It implies that if neither A nor B is true, then the negations of their disjunction is true. So let's see the De Morgan second law. Okay, the De Morgan second law is very similar to the first law. So De Morgan's second law states that the negations of a conjunction of two or more proposition is equivalent to the disjunction of their negation. Symbolically, it can be expressed as not A and B is equivalent to not A or not B. So same as the ways that we did before. So we draw a truth tables to show it. They are equivalent. So A, B. So true, 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 false, false, true, and false, false. Okay. So, okay, what is A and B? We'll see this is true and this is false, false, false. And we negate it will be false, true, true, true. So what is not A? So it will be false, false, true, true. Not B would be false, true, false, true. So what is not A or not B? So not A or not B would be false, false, we got false. False, true is true because this is a disjunction. True, false, we got true. And true, true, we got true. So we'll see these two are the same. So this means that the negations of the statements A and B is equivalent to saying not A or not B. It implies that if at least one of the propositions A or B is false, then the negations of their conjunction is true. Why we need to learn about De Morgan's law? This is the uses of De Morgan's law. Okay, De Morgan's law are essential tools for proving logical equivalence, and it can help us understand and simplify complex statements or problems. It also assists us in analyzing various situations and making logical decisions. The last is analyzing and deconstructing other people's viewpoints or arguments. So how can we apply De Morgan's law in our real life? So this is one of the example. Simplifying a statement. So let's say you encounter the statement, I will go to the party or meet my friends. So let's say I will go to the party is P and meet my friend is Q. So this statement will become P or Q, right? So by using De Morgan's law, you negate it. So you negate P or Q. So we got not P and not Q. If you negate the statement, it will become I will neither go to the party nor meet my friends. So this is the second example to analyzing an argument. Suppose someone argue, if I don't get promoted, then either my boss doesn't like me or I haven't performed well. We always let the positive sentences, like P is equivalent to my boss like me, and Q be I perform well. So for the original statement, it will be not P or not Q. So by applying De Morgan's law, we negate these things. We negate this, so we will get P and Q. So P and Q would be my boss like me and I have performed well. So by applying De Morgan's law, we transform the disjunctions into its negation form. The negations of the disjunction is equivalent to the conjunction. My boss like me and I have performed well. So therefore, the rephrase argument states that if the person doesn't get promoted, it implies that their boss like them and they have performed well. So this is the most interesting part, debate. So in debates, we have the claim and the counterclaim. So if the claim is the government should either increase taxes or reduce expenses to address the financial deficit, if we are the counterclaim, how can we make a naked statement by using De Morgan's law? So the first is we need to analyze the questions. Okay, we can represent this argument using symbol as increased tax or reduce expenses, because the claim say that either increases tax or reduce expenses to address the financial deficit. So we can let this become P and this become Q. Okay, so by applying the first law of De Morgan's law, we can negate the argument. So P or Q, yeah, P or Q, and then we negate this statement. This argument will become not P and not Q. So we have the negation form of the opponent argument, which state that government should neither increase taxes nor reduce expenses to address the financial deficit. So for the counterclaim, it would be the government should not increase tax and not reduce expenses to address the financial deficit. This suggests that increasing taxes is not a viable approach to addressing the financial deficit. Okay, you can counter by pointing out that rising tax may burden the people, economic growth or purchasing power, thereby having a negative impact on the financial situations. So if you're negating the second part, the government should not reduce expenses. So this indicates that reducing expenses may lead to cutback in public service, compromise in education, healthcare, and other sectors, thereby negatively affecting the social welfare. So this is the good ways to make a counterclaim on the debate. So it's very useful in debate competitions. So if you have learned about the De Morgan's law, and you will know that it's very useful in our real life. So this is the class today, and thank you everyone for watching this video.